My name is Naruto Uchiha, and I will be the one that avenges my clan. Believe it!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Neon Pow here, and today we are doing part 3 to What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. Now guys, I appreciate all of you for sticking with me and giving me so much support. It really does mean the world to me, and it really keeps me motivated to keep pumping out these videos. Also guys, for the first time in a while, I'm actually going to be bumping up the like goal to 150 likes. And I honestly think you beasts should be able to easily hit that. So, let's see what you guys can do. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. We last left off Team 7 split in two. Kakashi and Sai had to protect the bridge builder and fend against Zabuza, while our two Uchiha twins had to survive against a fully powered Haku and his Kekkei Genkai. Will our team be able to get out of this situation alive? Let's delve into the video and find out. Kakashi and Sai are fighting Zabuza through the intense fog. While things may be looking a bit shaky over there, as in canon, Kakashi has a plan to defeat Zabuza. However, he is more worried about Naruto and Sasuke as he senses a great power with Haku that is much greater than Zabuza. We move over to our twins. They have just been captured in the crystal ice mirrors. Haku has started throwing needles at our young Uchihas, and to his surprise, Naruto and Sasuke have been able to dodge all of them so far. Naruto with his superb reflexes and speed, and Sasuke with his activated Sharingan. Even if the Uchihas are handling themselves pretty well now, they understand that they can't keep this up for forever and need a way to escape. They try countless tactics to injure Haku, but he's just too fast. Naruto even tried to use his wood style to surprise attack him, but he just couldn't activate his wood fast enough. As good as Naruto and Sasuke's teamwork was, they couldn't sync up well enough to counter Haku. If only they could combine their abilities, they could easily destroy Haku. An immeasurable amount of time passes for our Genin, and we can start to see their endurance and chakra lacking. Especially with Sasuke, since he has been using the Sharingan and does not have the reserves of chakra like Naruto does from Hashirama's cells. Both the Uchihas have been injured from Haku's needles, but unfortunately, nothing lethal so far. Haku thought he could defeat these Genin relatively quickly and assist Zabuza, but he sees that he now needs to change tactics if he ever wishes to be the best tool for his master. Since he senses Zabuza needs his help, Haku turns his focus to the Uchiha who seems the most exhausted, Sasuke. If he can take out one at a time, he will be able to end this battle quicker. Haku sends a flurry of needles towards Sasuke. Sasuke easily sees this attack coming his way and attempts to dodge. However, to his surprise, he feels a sharp pain throughout his entire body and he falls to the ground and his Sharingan begins to flicker off. As Sasuke thinks this is the end for him, he hears the needles begin to tear flesh. However, he didn't feel it hit him. He then slowly looks up and sees Naruto standing before him, completely covered in needles and dripping with blood. Sasuke yells and asks why Naruto got in the way. Naruto just smiles and says he couldn't just stand there and see his brother take that hit. He would never forgive himself. Naruto then collapses to the floor. Sasuke moves to Naruto and holds his brother, sobbing from all the grief and anger. He is so mad that yet again he wasn't strong enough and his brother had to take the lethal hit for him. Sasuke almost lost Naruto before, and now it was for real. He cannot comprehend anything anymore and he's losing his senses. He begins yelling and smashing the ground, then just snaps. Sasuke's eyes change form and he feels this overwhelming power and hatred blow out from inside of him. Sasuke begins to form this purple aura around him and a skeleton begins to form. The skeleton releases a powerful burst and destroys all of Haku's crystal ice mirror, which also catches the boy by surprise. Haku is unable to comprehend this insane power. Sasuke begins to approach the fallen Haku, but before he can lay another attack, he feels a sharp pain in his eyes and he collapses. This new power was too much for him at the moment. However, even if his visual prowess were exhausted, Sasuke's anger and willpower were not yet finished. He could never forgive the fiend that ended his brother. Sasuke, completely engulfed by hatred, begins charging at Chidori, and runs towards Haku. Haku realizes that this is the end for him and begins seeing his life flash before his eyes. Before he knows it, Sasuke pierces through Haku's heart and he dies. Blood spills everywhere and Sasuke just sees a red darkness around him before he passes out. Kakashi senses that something very bad just happened over by Naruto and Sasuke, and he needs to finish up things with Zabuza. As Sai distracts Zabuza, Kakashi's hounds break through the ground and shred Zabuza into pieces. Kakashi and Sai then run over to Naruto and Sasuke just to see a nightmare of a scene. Kakashi goes to Sasuke and sees that he's still breathing and is relieved. However, he then checks Naruto and sees things aren't looking too well. Naruto is still alive, but barely. He is losing too much blood and there's no way to heal him fast enough. Kakashi grunts at his ignorance. He should have helped his Genin sooner. Sai, without a word, gets down by Naruto and begins performing a set of techniques taught to him by Danzo just for this situation. He then injects Naruto with a syringe full of a mixture of Hashirama cells. This special chemical compound was made to increase the regenerative power of the cells already in Naruto. A few moments pass and Naruto begins to rapidly heal, and then he wakes up gasping for air. Naruto looks around and sees Kakashi and Sai and asks what happened. Kakashi updates Naruto on everything and says that Sasuke is badly beaten up but is only passed out. Naruto sighs with relief. The bandits end up showing up as well, but Sai discards them easily. Team 7 has finally completed their mission. The bridge builder thanks them for all their help and says that because of the great help those Uchiha boys were, he would name the bridge the Great Uchiha Bridge. Team 7 heads back to the Leaf Village. As they travel back, Kakashi begins pondering about the syringe that Sai injected into Naruto. He definitely knows something fishy is going on and will need to investigate it later. However, for now, he needs his team to rest up and recover from their big battle. After our team has recovered, Kakashi meets up with all of them to tell them that he has recommended them to enlist in the Chunin exams as he knows all of them are more than qualified. Naruto and Sasuke are excited since they can test out the extent of their abilities against other strong foes. Sasuke is especially excited because he wants to try out his new visual prowess. He has refrained from telling anyone as he doesn't even know the implications of it yet. All he knows is that it resembles the eyes Itachi had all those years before, and he hasn't determined if this is a good or bad thing yet. The team then heads over to the Chunin registration area. They notice there is some commotion going on. They ask what's going on and find out some kids are blocking the entrance. Naruto and Sasuke then laugh and say, who would fall for such a cheap genjutsu? They aren't even on the right floor, plus they can see these kids have some sort of disguise on for some reason. This leaves all the other Genin shocked and surprises the disguised upper level ninjas. They congratulate the Uchihas for unraveling their tricks so easily and then take their leave. As Team 7 is heading to the registration room, they are stopped by a ninja, Neji. Neji confronts the Uchihas by snarkily saying that they only revealed the illusion to feed their egos. That trap was to stop the weak from entering the Chunin exams. Sasuke doesn't like this kid's attitude, so he says to Neji he must have been too much of a coward if he wanted to let those ninjas deceive everyone. This angers Neji, and both Sasuke and Neji throw a fist at each other. However, before they connect, a ninja with slick blonde hair emerges between them and blocks both of their punches without even flinching. This ninja is Menma, the nine-tailed Jinchuriki in our world, or better known as Rock Lee. He gives Neji a glare and tells him that they don't need any more bad blood with our fellow comrades. He then looks at Sasuke and apologizes on Neji's behalf. He then says,
Hi there, my name is Menma Uzumaki, but I go by Rock Lee. You guys must be the Uchiha twins I've heard so much about. I look forward to fighting you very soon.
He then smiles and then leaves with his team. Naruto and Sasuke are now both intrigued by this new Lee fellow, as they felt a strong aura coming from him. Team 7 signs up for the Chunin exams and then begins to make their leave. However, they get stopped by Lee once more. He asks before they leave if he could fight one of them. However, he requests that they only use taijutsu so things don't get too far. The Uchihas agree since that sounds pretty reasonable. They both want to fight him, so they play rock, paper, scissors to decide who to fight. Sai and Lee are just looking at each other while the Uchiha brothers are having an intense battle of their own. After a 20-match long game, Naruto finally wins with Rock. Naruto then asks Lee if he's ready. Lee promptly replies with a yes, and then begins fighting. As the two begin to pick up the pace, it seems that both are evenly matched. Blow for blow, they are fighting and countering one another. Both genin are smiling from excitement of finding someone that can keep up with each other. The both of them begin to move so fast that Sai can't even keep up, and Sasuke has to activate his Sharingan to see their movements. Lee and Naruto end up going for one last full-powered blow. They both strike each other, and an enormous shockwave shakes the entire building and cracks the ground below their feet. Guy Sensei, who has been watching the fight from secrecy, makes his presence known and says,
"Alrighty, you two burning youth. I think that's quite enough for your fighting."
Lee, shocked to see Guy Sensei, says,
"Oh, but Guy Sensei, it was just getting good. Wait, hold up. What are you even doing here, Guy Sensei?"
Guy just says he was watching the fight to make sure things didn't go too far out of hand. He then says that he is impressed with both Lee and Naruto for their superb taijutsu. Naruto then approaches Lee and says that was a lot of fun and says he hopes he'll be able to fight him at full strength in the future. They both give each other a fist pump and the two parties go their separate ways. Sasuke then asked Naruto if he could sense the immense power inside of Lee as they fought. He noticed it as he was watching with his Sharingan. Naruto then excitedly replies positively and tells Sasuke that he could be the perfect rival for us if Lee knows how to control that power. Sasuke smiles and says with more training they could be strong enough to finally challenge their older brother and avenge their clan. After Sasuke says this, Naruto just stops walking and starts to look conflicted. Naruto realizes he wants to avenge his clan because his family was everything to him, but he hears a voice inside of his head that says he needs to protect the village. Everything he does is for the village. Sasuke then sees Naruto flustered and asks what's wrong. Naruto just snaps out of it and says, nothing. He just got sidetracked for a minute there. Sasuke knows his brother is hiding something from him, and he will figure it out. The first day of the Chunin exam begins. It is the written exam. Team 7 walk in and immediately sense a strong bloodlust coming from the corner of the room where a sand ninja with a giant gourd is standing. They make sure to keep him on their radar as he could be dangerous. A few moments pass, and as in canon, they notice Kabuto getting attacked by some sound ninja and jump in to defend him. The sound ninja did not realize how terrifying the Uchiha twins were in person, and they end up backing off for now. Kabuto then introduces himself and shows them his ninja info cards. The Uchihas find this interesting and ask if they can find info on a ninja that goes by Rock Lee. They end up finding out that he is only able to use taijutsu. This then makes them realize why he only wanted to use that form before. They also then see that Lee is the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki. The Uchihas aren't sure what exactly that is, but they figured that that was the immense power they felt inside of Lee. They then ask Kabuto if he has any info on the sand kid with the gourd over there in the corner. He then reveals the card and says there isn't much info, just that his name is Gaara. They both thank Kabuto and get ready for the exam. As the exam starts, they realize that this test is a lot harder than they have ever seen, even with them being the top of their class. However, both Naruto and Sasuke realize that they both need to cheat without getting caught to pass this exam. Sasuke uses his Sharingan to mimic the movements of one of the very smart kids. For Naruto, since the desks were made out of wood, he uses the wood style to feel the vibrations of the pencils on the test to make out the answers for the exam. For Sai, Danzo had smuggled the answers earlier, and Sai just memorized them. All of Team 7 passes the written exam with flying colors. We now move over to the Forest of Death part of the exam. Team 7 pays close attention to the rules and distribution of the scrolls. Sai does some reconnaissance and figures out who the easiest targets are. However, Naruto and Sasuke aren't too worried about the easiest targets, but are more excited about going for the stronger opponents so they can really get a chance to test out their abilities. Sasuke especially wants to fight Gaara, as he felt a similar presence as to Itachi that horrific night all those years ago. The alarm rings and our getting are off. And that's where we're going to be leaving part 3 to What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. Now guys, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button so we can knock that 150 like goal out of the water. Also, make sure to leave feedback and opinions down in the comments because you guys already know I comment to almost everything down there because I love interacting with you guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload these juicy what ifs. Now guys, without further ado, I'll catch you in the next one. Much love, Neon out.